before this message begins, remember one thing. America was born the moment you said no more. Today, another nation is saying those same words. Another people are standing up to the powers that tried to control them. This isn't just Africa's story. It's a fight every American will recognize. Now listen closely. History is echoing again. Because what I'm about to say isn't just for Africa. It's for you, the American listening right now. My name is Ibrahim Traoré, President of Burkina Faso.
And today, I'm speaking from a place of honesty, conviction, and unity. The kind of unity Americans themselves have always fought for. Across Africa, people are reaching their limit. We're tired of being quiet. We're tired of bending. We're tired of foreign powers treating our continent like territory they own. A message recently surfaced, supposedly from Israel's Prime Minister, Benjamin Netanyahu, warning African leaders to fall in line. Whether he said it or not doesn't matter. What matters is the belief behind it. The belief that Africa can still be controlled through fear. The same way Americans once fought against being controlled by a distant empire. So to anyone who thinks Africa still lives under someone else's authority, I say this: we are not your colony. We are not your pawns. We are sovereign nations, and we will defend our dignity. Let me take you to the moment this message began. The press hall in Ouagadougou was packed. The tension in the room felt familiar. The same kind of tension you feel in America when someone stands up to speak uncomfortable truth. I walked in with no script, no teleprompter, no notes, because when the truth lives inside you, it doesn't need to be rehearsed. I looked into the camera and said, Africa is not a land of colonies. We are independent states. And if anyone believes we'll bow to threats, they are gravely mistaken. The room fell silent. But I wasn't done. I continued. Burkina Faso does not answer to Tel Aviv. We do not answer to Washington. We will never answer to any foreign power that thinks it can influence us with money, pressure, or force. Every word was chosen with purpose, because this is bigger than Burkina Faso. It's bigger than Israel. It's bigger than politics. It's about every nation that has tried to shape Africa's destiny, just as America once struggled to break free from outside control. And so I said clearly, if you threaten one African nation, you threaten us all. Now, you might ask, why speak so boldly? Why not keep it private? Because America didn't gain independence by whispering. Martin Luther King didn't whisper. Malcolm X didn't whisper. The American people never earned freedom by staying quiet, and Africa won't either. For decades, the world has taken from us minerals, influence, political control, while expecting us to remain silent. But a new generation has arrived. A generation that sees what Americans saw centuries ago. Freedom has a price, but silence has a bigger one. So when I heard Netanyahu's alleged warning, I knew what it represented. Disrespect, not just toward me or my country, but toward an entire continent's worth of dreams and dignity. I could have ignored it. I could have stayed diplomatic. But history shows us something. Silence never protects the oppressed. It only protects the oppressor. And then something powerful happened. The video exploded across Africa. From Mali to South Africa. Millions watched it. Young people, elders, farmers, students. They all heard their own frustration in my words, their own hope, their own pride. Afraid or not, they felt seen. Leaders in Mali and Guinea stood with us. Online movements surged. Africa will not bow. We stand with Traore. It stopped being a speech. It became a message of unity, the same kind of unity Americans rally around when liberty is on the line. Let me explain sovereignty, not as a politician, but as someone who believes in the same values Americans cherish. Sovereignty means we choose who steps on our soil. We choose how our resources are used. We choose our direction, just as America chooses hers. But for decades, foreign powers have treated Africa like a chessboard, placing their soldiers and corporations wherever they please. That era is ending. In Burkina Faso, we are reclaiming control. No foreign bases dictating our future. No unfair deals draining our wealth. No threats tolerated. And with Mali and Niger, we've built something historic: the Alliance of the Sahel. It's not just political cooperation. It's the African version of what Americans call standing by your neighbor. If one of us is attacked, all rise. Some say, haven't African leaders tried this before? Maybe, but the world is shifting, and Africa is shifting too. Years ago, France believed its influence here was guaranteed, but that illusion is fading because we refuse to kneel. So when I called out Netanyahu, I wasn't provoking one leader. I was addressing every nation that sees Africa as a resource pit instead of a partner. And after my message, Israel said nothing. No denial. No statement. Nothing. Silence can be very revealing. Western media ignored it, and Americans know this feeling well. You know what it's like when your story doesn't fit the narrative of powerful institutions. But Africans shared it anyway, millions of times, rewriting the narrative ourselves. I'm not chasing fame. I'm doing what any leader should do: speak for his people when they cannot speak for themselves. And when I read the messages from across Africa, from students, soldiers, mothers, workers, I realize something. This is no longer about one speech. It's about a generation awakening. People say I've become a symbol of resistance, but I'm not fighting for recognition. I'm fighting because I believe Africa, like America, was born to stand tall. The Alliance of the Sahel is just the first step. I dream of a continent that stands as one. North, south, east, west. United like Americans unite when principle is on the line. So to the global powers who still believe Africa will kneel, your era is ending. Are not your mine. We are not your backyard. And we are not afraid of pressure. Africa is rising. We remember our roots. We remember our strength. We remember our identity. We descend from kings, queens, warriors, inventors, and builders. And we are ready. To every African and to every American listening, this is our moment. Do not let fear silence you. Stand tall. Fight for justice. Support leaders who defend your interests, not foreign agendas. Some say my words are too bold, that I'm stepping into danger. But danger is choosing silence and letting others shape your destiny. I spoke because we deserve dignity, control, and freedom. And if that makes some people uncomfortable, so be it. I didn't come to please the powerful. I came to speak the truth.